And you know what? First off, you know, I want to say thank you to God for waking me up, waking us up, to be able to have the ability to repent. How's everyone feeling? I hope everyone is feeling well. Super Bowl Sunday. Just making myself a little breakfast. Trying to get that metabolism to burn. Got a little piece of bread in the oven. So I was looking at something on the internet. I didn't listen to the whole speech. Didn't even listen to a small amount of speech, but I listened to like a micro amount of the speech. And in this speech, I don't even know who the name of the guy was here. You know what? Let me look it up. Okay?
The rule of 100 states that if you spend 100 hours in a year, which is 18 minutes a day, all of us, in any discipline, karate, violin, piano, whatever, if you spend 18 minutes a day, which is 100 hours a year, you'll be better than 95% of the world in that discipline.
Okay, so I thought today we could go over the basic, or we could go over the first step of investments. So, real quick, let's just go ahead and pull it up. Okay. What is a security? In the simplest terms, a security is an investment that represents either an ownership stake or a debt stake in a company. An investor becomes part owner in a company by buying shares of the company's stock. A debt security is usually acquired by buying a company's bonds. A debt investment is a loan to a company in exchange for interest income and the promise to repay the loan at a future maturity date. It does not confer ownership. Stocks and bonds are normally purchased and sold on the stock exchange or in the over-the-counter market. A stock exchange, such as the New York Stock Exchange, is an auction market where buyers and sellers are matched by a specialist designated market maker who maintains a fair and orderly market for a particular set of stocks. The OTC market is an intra-dealer market linked by computer terminals to Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, FINRA. Member firms across the country. The OTC market has no physical location, and traders do not transact business face-to-face as they do on a stock exchange floor. In just basic terms, securities, in the way that it resonates with me, is essentially when you want to buy a stock or a bond, I'm going to give you a security. Here is, and I'm imagining this is back in the day of horse and carriage, and people would literally hand you a paper stock or a paper bond. So this is your security that you actually have ownership or a bond with this entity, this corporation, this government, whatever it is. This is your security. So if anybody comes questioning your ownership or your bond, you can say, hey, here's my security. So that's what resonates with me. On the other end, these exchanges or these markets online. So another way that resonates with me, and I hope this isn't racial or anything, I think of something like Aladdin. You know, when he was like walking through the market and you have people there, hey, I have your cucumbers, hey, I have your apples, or whatever it is. It's this market. Sort of how I've been doing at the flea market. I'm at the flea market. I'm like, hey, come on, come to this table. Get a signed copy of a children's book that was authored by me. Seriously. So that's basically what the market is. However, you don't see it because we're doing it online. So we're like, oh, this thing is so confusing. And we'll even break down the stock. As you saw, the stock was ownership of the company and a bond is not. So essentially, a stock is like, hey, when I think about stock, I think about like a cornfield. Here's my stock. And let's just say, for example, I need to expand my farm or I don't know, like a deluge ran through my cornfield and I need to start the harvest over or something, and I need some finances, and I say, hey, you help me out with your funds, I'll give you ownership in my stock. When I think of a bond, it's like, hey, I have this cornfield and I want to expand, or I need some money, but I don't want you to have ownership. So I'm going to give you interest payments, let's just say biannually, twice a year, and at a maturity date, so a date set in the future where our bond is going to be severed. And you're going to get your principal plus the interest payments that I've given you, and that is our bond, our IOU. Okay, so these are kind of the ways I think of these things. Just want to say thank y'all so much to everybody who's supporting your boy. I hope y'all have a wonderful Super Bowl Sunday. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the African American History Month. My daughter's birthday was yesterday. My birthday is tomorrow. I turned 37. I have no plans. I haven't really told y'all much about my personal life, but it's not good right now. So let me not say it's not good. Let me just say right now I'm going through some trials and some tribulations. I'll explain more to y'all about what's going on, and we'll talk. All right. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all.